What surprise. Also, I realized the music broke. Thank you, internet. How's it going? Dude. Oh, I think my, oh, we're back. There we go. Cool. How's it going? Wait, what is happening? Why is there two musics happening? Oh, that's why I was so confused. Sorry. It was like messing up the Colo music. We'll do some we're gonna do some Minecraft today. Cause I feel like it. I was trying to fix my music player this whole time and I was very confused why that was happening. Sadly, my music player sucks and it's not starting, which is very disappointing. Maybe it's my internet dropping, I don't know. There we go. Maybe I broke my music player now though. Who knows? Anyways, there we go. Okay. Hopefully this is a good pick. Sorry, I've been picky with the music. Probably shouldn't have. What the heck? The timer skipped 2 seconds. That was very strange. Anyways, hello everybody. Hope you're doing well. It's currently 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Not really much to report on. I do hope you're all having a great day though. With that being said, kind of simple start. Let's get started. Pretty simple day. I'm making progress. I'm heading a direction in terms of my my malware project. We'll see if that direction yields good results. But I'm trying my best. I think I'm gonna work on it. I didn't fall asleep on my couch, but like after I ate dinner, I just stayed on my couch, not moving, just kind of being there for like 45 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And that could have been time used to work. Like, honestly, I don't even feel like I was recharging. I was just kind of like catatose. I don't even know what was going on. I wasn't on my phone. The TV was playing, but I wasn't really paying attention to it. Overall, pretty decent day, though. Here, I'm going to adjust my mic real quick. And remember to unmute myself. I am somewhat excited for the next page of intersections. However, I do know, oh goodness, that that comes with the baggage of having to start a new page. It can be rather difficult. I feel like the first day, or like my basically the first 3 streams of intersections, I was feeling really good about. And then, I don't know, my confidence dipped for when I was doing the rest of the intersections, the remaining 2 streams. And so I want to repair that. More of an anxiety about line work than form execution. But also, I started wearing my hoodie more, and I know this sounds crazy and like a cope, but I feel like my hoodie contributed to that. Have you seen the eye training website for intersections? I have. It's so-so. Because like it gives you. That's why I was making my intersection tool. Is because that tool will let you do any intersection you want between any primitive in any way, any angle, anything. Yeah, I do like eyes up training. Is just I want to push myself further. Like the one that bothered me the most was the probably the cylinder at an angle to a plane one. It was like going down and at a plane that in the plane itself was kind of going diagonally. So it was very hard to visualize that intersection. And I would say like, oh, I was just like, I don't know. I made the poor decision, right? Like I was like, oh, I didn't think about it long enough. But no, I thought about it long enough. I just didn't get the right answer. But I like eyes up. My favorite part of eyes dot training is the ellipse tool. The ellipse not tool really. Or the sphere, sorry. The guide to drawing a sphere. That thing made me get through lesson 4 so much more. Sadly, it needs a ton of polish. Yeah. That's what Drawbox is about, right? do it to the best of your ability. And then Comfy will be there to correct us and all that good stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm a bit jaded because I've been doing this for like 2.5 years now. So like, I don't know, like, there probably could be a better explanation out there. Just the only ones I've seen are from Uncomfortable. Because like for form intersections, I think the explanations are pretty well done. But I obviously haven't gotten to like the isometric stuff or whatever you would call those exercises. And for those, I may do a supplementary text of like Peter Hahn's Dynamic Bible, or is it Scott Robertson? Whatever. Cube. What's up, Blue Raz Spider Woman B? I can't believe I got all that right in the first try. Welcome. The constructional planes. Yeah, later in listen. Gotcha. Yeah, I feel like Scott Robertson's book would probably, or yeah, what is it called? Like How to Draw? Probably most helpful for those. Am I a robot? As a large language model, I cannot offer answers to questions that concern if I'm human or not. You know, welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well. We are currently in the middle of warm up right now. 2 minutes. Oh, there goes my internet. Cool. Oh, is my internet? Wait, is my internet going to survive? It's really dying right now. Like a robot's arm. He's a goon. Okay, Bryce, let's not go around saying that. Oh goodness. Just lots of practice. And plus like my lines are a lot less accurate. If you like my camera, there's like little wobbles and stuff that you can't see. No, Rise, we can't be doing this. Oh no. Oh geez, my reputation, man. Ironically, today is the day I set on the stream there will be like vulgar language. I don't plan on swearing a lot, right? But like at the same time, I do say unhinged stuff from here and there. I'm gonna ban that word. I'm gonna add it to the banned words list. Nice to know. Rise, what have you started? Man, that ellipse sucked. I need to focus up. That's better. I started it? Did I start it? Well, you're the one who said it this stream. That's not a cube, that's a circle. Hey, don't switch it up on me. Oh, we're gonna get crazy this stream. We're gonna be doing cubes, pyramids, cylinders, spheres, and cones. I'm gonna get crazy with it. Thank you for the follow. Hey, shoot. And what's up, Bear? Hope you're doing well. Rise is on about gooning or something. I think I'm gonna ban that word. I'm gonna be honest. We can't have this. We can't have this. I've been drawing cubes for over a year. I've been drawing cubes for over 2 years. You'd think I'd get good at it by now. Just took a fat nap and woke up. Hell, was it a good nap or a bad nap? That's a very important quote. Was it one where you wake up drenched in sweat, you have no idea where or who you are? Why? That happens to me every time I take a nap. Oh, dude. You cannot say I started it when you're saying things like that. Let's do some more ellipses too. After I woke up, I immediately drank water and I'm now eating pizza. Hell yeah, Bear. Heck yeah. I'm not a huge pizza's good. I will not be the person to be like, pizza's actually not that good. No, pizza's good. I'm not gonna argue that one. That's a losing argument. I am just not a huge fan. If someone offers me a pizza, I'll eat it. But it's not my thing. I want a pizza right now. What's the clock? Something important? Because the music and clock are making me feel like I'm leaving this realm and traveling to another. Here, we'll get rid of the clock. No, we keep the clock on here just to, we try to like do at least 10 minutes of warm up or just somewhere in that range. It helps us keep track of time. And then we try to do an hour of drawing every day. So, and yeah, Minecraft music. Heck yeah. Is this Minecraft? Yeah, it is. We're going to be doing some C418 tonight. I've been spamming, what's it called? Kolu a little bit too much. Not that there's ever too much Kolu. Man, I've been listening to 65 Days of Static and King Gizzard all day today. One of the Replica or whatever, Replica, one of the older albums by 65 Days of Static. What it drugs C418? I was about to say it's the drug you take when Minecraft. I mean, practically. It's like what gives Minecraft half of its flavor. It's the nostalgia from C418's music. Okay, I was gonna say, Rise, like sometimes kids do pop by this stream, so let's just be a little bit more reserved with that word. Enough of the Bear. If that was any less funny, banned for 5 seconds. That would have been too far, too much. Six seconds. My screen is glitching out. I don't know why that's happening. Worries me a bit. Yo, what's up, random guy? Okay, I'm actually gonna ban 6-7. You know what? No, I'm banning the word 6-7 right now. I'm getting rid of it. Die. Get out of here. Juice, get it. Scrams, get out of it. We're gonna ban 6-7. We're gonna ban 6-7. Oh wait, no, that's gonna ban like all numbers. Okay, we're not gonna do that. Don't ban me, please. It wasn't with malicious intent. I feel like if anybody says 6-7, it's immediately like with malicious intent. Me saying it just there was with malicious intent. But in other words, Blue Raz Spider Woman B, what brings you to the stream? Once again, welcome. I'm a beginner artist trying to learn how the arts work. Traditional drawing. What's 6-7 mean though? To my knowledge, I guess women can't make jokes anymore. What does that mean? But no, 6-7 was like, I guess from a song, and then like there was a video of a kid saying the lyrics to the song whenever a basketball game hit the score of 6-7, and like it's a post-ironic thing. Nope, instantly banned. Yeah, we've actually been besides me voice cracking, we've been banning every woman that pops into the stream. We actually card. That's true. Bear would know. Hey mods, go ahead and bear real quick for 6 seconds. I need to stop saying 6 seconds because it sounds like the thing. 7 seconds. There we go. A little bit of a story time today, guys. Today we had a substitute teacher in my philosophy class, and he's the dude who made the philosophy course that I'm taking, which studies like ethics and like modern technology. Banned. And the reading for today, we have to do a reading for every class. It's like, you know, anything from like 12 to 40 pages, depending, right? And actually not 40, maybe like 30. And it was his own writings. It was one of his like essays or excerpts from a book. And he grilled us. He literally hit like, so did none of you read my text? It was so stressful. I was like, and then, oh my god, he did the thing that I hate if you ever become in a teaching position, never do this, guys. I like answered a couple of the questions, and he was like, why is Kavel answering? Oh, like, why is Kavel carrying? Don't say that. Don't ever say that. That makes me sound like I'm... Oh wait, I have it set on Twitch to where I can swear now. That makes it sound like I'm bouncing and moaning on it. Hell no. That is... Please, no. It's like an Ender's game. When you like congratulate a person at the teacher's... Yeah, I hate it, dude. That's what I get for participating in class. Other than that, pretty decent day. And my poli-sci professor let out early, so let's go. Anyways, oh yeah, you asked why I'm here. My mom birthed me. Heck yeah, as many do. And I was looking for art streams on Twitch because I like art and I like to watch people do art. Well, just because of that, we're no longer going to be doing art. Nah, I'm kidding. Oh my god, I dropped my pen. What we do is like we do ads at the beginning of the stream and then we do ads in the middle of the stream, so people don't get pre-rolls. So we're gonna do 2 minutes of ads. I'll chill out here though. This is a good time if you're watching art or if you're like doing art or anything to like take a break, get some water, chill out for a second. We're gonna do 2 minutes of ads. Get up and stretch, hydrate, all that good stuff. And yeah, so be right back. I guess women can't like art. Yeah. Okay, we'll be right back, guys. YouTube, I shouldn't say this, but YouTube members have the advantage of not having ads at the same time as Twitch. So the benefit. Oh, and then Rise, of course, because Rise is our sub. YouTube viewers rise up. Kavel sing some crazy stuff. Wait, Rise, put in chat like, oh my god, Kavel, you can't say stuff that like start just like going crazy. Just be like, oh my god, Kavel, you can't say that. Already, I'm back. Minecraft. Abhorrent behavior, and ads are over. Heck yeah. Cool. So, as you guys know, we are continuing our form intersections exercise from Drawbox, https://drawbox.com/lesson_6. Dude, kill this guy with rocks and hammers and paper clips. What's going on, monkey? Everybody's here tonight on a Tuesday evening. So yesterday. What about yesterday? What happened yesterday? What was yesterday's stream about? Goodbye. Have a good stream. Oh, okay, cool. Wait, do I have internet? I thought my internet went out. Oh, it's on my phone. Go away. Can I hear that on the stream? I'm not going to do that. Okay. My bad. I opened, yeah. So Kavel, when can we get the PO address? Freaking 500,000 subscribers. That's it. Yeah, I put it. Yeah, you finally put it. Yeah, because like, I didn't want to scare everybody off because like it's cool if like a younger person joins these streams, but like, I say stupid stuff, so. Oh, okay. They asked you to write it in a comic kind of script, panels and stuff. That's very cool. Heck yeah. Pee pee poo poo. This gangster. Okay. I don't know what I was talking about. My brain literally blanked, but that's okay. Because now we're going to do an hour of drawing. So for those who are joining us for the first time, we'd like to spend around an hour, not exactly, not more, not less, whatever. An hour a day doing something that we love. So working on it, heck yeah. Oh man, that's such a good opportunity, especially because like you said you relatively recently started drawing. So are we going to draw a cube? We're not only going to draw a cube. We're going to draw a cylinder. We're going to draw a cone, a sphere, and others. Cube blue? I'm not sure if I get that reference. Who knows? Oh, bear. Bear, I don't think you... I get... Do I draw anything other than shapes? Yep. We're part of a art learning program, so we're like... Art... that looks so out of context, Bear. Freaking... anyways, sorry. Yeah, we draw, like, I like drawing creature design and robots. That's like my two favorite things. Just waiting till you're gonna find it after stream. I have it up, I just suck at checking automod. But yeah, so I draw like creature design and like, you know, monsters, even some like humanoid monsters, and then robots. Those are my two favorite things. And Drawbox focuses on the fundamentals, and this exercise is focused on being able to place 3D objects in a scene that feel like they're cohesive. That's like the first thing, is to have a, you know, shared sense of foreshortening amongst these shapes. And then 2, practice form intersections with them. So we're going to do exactly that. And the last one, I had decent intersections, but remember, last form intersection stream, we like said that an intersection contour line can only exist within the overlapping section of 2 silhouettes of 2 different forms, right? That's an easier way of saying where the forms overlap on the 2D page. And I didn't have big intersections, so I want more opportunities for big intersections. I drew a diaper the other day, and I don't know why, but hey, there you go. Webnocell? Wrote around 15 chapters and published it on Web Novel. Ooh, heck yeah. Sorry, stuff. Sorry, Mr. K. Mr. K. I've heard Mr. Draws. I haven't heard Mr. K yet. I'm not gonna lie, Bear. I thought it was like a new age kind of insult. You webnocell. Not that that's what you sound like, but I could just... I was like, oh. Or like a new age, like countercultural, like originally it was derogatory, but now it's like, yeah, I'm a webnocell. Mr. Doodle. Not gonna lie, Mr. Doodle sounds like a clown that got arrested. Oof. Anyways, guys, that was a good warm-up. Let's actually get to the... I need to focus up. Sorry. I'm being a little bit too silly. I'm being a little bit... We're gonna act like that did not happen. No, hey, bear, no, I don't care. We don't talk about yesterday's stream. Did I do anything bad yesterday? What did I do? Did I do something bad? Kavel's canceled. Just draw on paper. I don't have a sketchbook. I do have a sketchbook. Drawbox just requires us to draw on paper. And actually, I do like drawing on loose leaf paper because I can spin it a lot easier, all that stuff. And, you know, it gives you that extra... This is like a very Proco philosophy thing. I think Proco talks about it in his sketchbook videos, where whenever you have a piece of paper compared to a sketchbook, it could be easier to, like, not feel like you're about to ruin it. Where I messed up the shading band. Who's Drawbox? Drawbox is in like an I'm not sponsored, by the way. It's an online learning community for art. So think of like, I don't know, online college. This is this is like online preschool for art. It's like the very bare bones basics of learning art. Oh my god. What language is that? I would try to guess, but doesn't Japanese and like, I don't know, traditional Chinese have a shared alphabet? Japanese. Oh, look at that. Like, it never even happened, everybody. Look at that. I probably should make my shapes a bit smaller, though. Because this one was rather large. I'll just teach myself. I only like one kind of box, and I don't like drawing them. There you go. Yeah. There's no right or wrong way, right? I'm just a person who likes having their hand held and like be told like, do this, do that, recognize this, challenge yourself with that, blah, blah, blah. And so Drawbox offers that for me. You know, I like a structure. The pensive emote. Oh, wait, no, what is it? Oh. I honestly can't see it. My monitor's like 4 feet away from me, 3 feet away from me, so I can barely see the chat. Emotes. Putting them into paper. There you go. Observational drawing at its finest. Yeah, my philosophy, he's a mouse. Oh my god, Bear. I can't believe you'd say something like that. My philosophy for picking up the fundamentals of like construction is because I don't want to just draw things that are in front of me. I want to draw anything, right? And I feel like having a good sense of structure. And this is like an informed opinion after 2 years, right? Because picking up drawing, I just saw that Drawbox is like, it aligns completely. Like I'm a person who likes structured and like discipline oriented coursework, I guess, and Drawbox fulfills that, right? So he has boobs sometimes. This mouse? Cats, 3 snackies. That's a lot. I can't even pronounce that. I want to make more gravel emotes one day. What's your favorite stuff to draw, Blue Raz? I'm gonna call you Blue Raz if that's cool. Or I can say Blue Raz Spider-Woman _B. However, I do prefer one of those. Gravel with boobs. Oh wait, that already exists. Oh, I guess. Oh yeah, wait, oh wait. It was automated. Yes, if we redeem a thing, we can have him be a mouse with boobs. Don't give the chatters here any ideas. scary Minecraft music. Minecraft music. I was gonna do a bit, but here's your favorite pee pee poo poo emote. What is it? I've only seen it in VODs. I've never been in a chat where it's been used. Oh wait, no. I'm thinking of Discord. I think it's Bear who has it. It's like a picture of a cat and the hands are going like this or something. I can't remember what it is. It's a good emote though. It's kind of off-putting, but I like it. Oh, choked at the end of that. So you're going to be asking, why is Kavel drawing another box? Because we're going to be piling a bunch of forms on top of each other, so we need to start somewhere. You're asking, why is Kavel being so slow? Because I make better line work when I'm slower. And I'm just a slow person in general, so. But despite how slow I am, I be learning. I be having fun and stuff. Or at least I hope I be learning. Why are Kavel arms so skinny? Can't believe this dude is body shaming in 2025. That's right. Get him, Twitter. Sick him. Why does Kavel's arms not have feathers? Bear Mug's body shaming in 2020. This catfish is crazy. I'm a grackle? What? Who said anything about a catfish? You know how a Tyran Fiddler does like Weretober and like has all of these cool humanoid characters? I wonder what a catfish, how you draw a catfish. Because he has done some like he has like done like slugs and other like orcas. His orca ones are so freaking cool. I actually I've had to take a break from Pinterest and like looking at art in general because I've noticed I've started getting a bit envious. It happens. I start looking at art not to like analyze it or appreciate it, but just be like, I want to do that. Why can't I do that? So that's a good time to take a step back. I've noticed I usually get like this when I'm stressed with school or stuff. And that makes sense because I'm currently stressed with school and stuff. But we'll return to appreciating great works of that. Pinterest also drops in art from time to time of another artist I appreciate, Jacinto, who's also kind of like in the Tyran Fiddler sphere of artists. I think they've drawn together before. It's the worst feeling of like getting envious with art or like jealous. It sucks. Yeah, I know, right? Freaking like today I opened I realized I think yesterday I had to start taking a break. I think it was yesterday because in the morning when I got back from the gym and I was like waiting for my pan to heat up for when I was making breakfast, I was like, I'll look at here's a quick Pinterest scroll. And I opened it up and I saw a really cool like dragon dude that Tyran Fiddler did. And I was like, yep, that's. And like I didn't look at it. I was just kind of upset, and I was like, oh, let's calm down there. Yeah, the one of his favorite Komodo dragons is the blue one that has like the little chick, as in like the bird, the chick. It's one of my favorite Komodo dragons that he's done. He's done so many moths, freaking dolphins, canids, the whole swath of them. Straight up like custom. Like I saw him like combine like a dragon and a slug in a humanoid form, and it still worked out quite well. He's collecting them like Pokemon. It's ridiculous. He has some where he like takes the same design and like a character with like similar proportions and does it with different species. He does birds. His birds to me seem very informed by his wolves. Like this, so I remember one time I was looking at one of his bird anthros and it had like ears. And one of the top comments on Pinterest was like, what does it have ears? I was like, oh wait, I didn't even think of that. Why does the bird have ears? It's giving more like Griffin vibes than anything. Why do you trace imaginary lines instead of just sketching them? Whenever you hover, it's called ghosting. That's the official term for it. Whenever you hover, you're giving yourself the muscle memory and practicing the execution. So it gives you a lot of time to think about how you're going to execute the line, and it habituates your arm to be used to that movement, and then you execute. It's very helpful. You commented like I have very robotic straight lines. That's largely why I have these. And I can actually make very straight lines without the ghosting method. Just this is a situation where I want very high accuracy. How many days should I be doing this? Should or have? Because I've been doing Drawbox on and off. Like, I'm not doing Drawbox all the time, and I'll get more into that in a second. But so I started drawing 2.5 years ago. And I've been streaming for about 1.5 years. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, there's some weird math there. Something like that. And then erase to reveal your drawing. Yeah. I mean the shapes part? But yeah. Oh, sorry. How many days should you be doing the shapes? Like it is. There's no time limit on Drawbox assignments. So, Drawbox is unique in the sense that you can take however long you want to do an assignment, and generally that's just an incentive to do it at your own pace. So do it as long as it makes sense to you, and you can do like give your best possible work. On paper, Uncomfortable has said like there's not too much time, and while he's the person who made yeah, there is too much time if you spend like 40 hours to make one line, right? Yeah, that takes too much time. But like generally speaking, being methodical, being intentional with your lines. Oh, cool. I just sketched it. Yeah, and I do that too. Just the only reason why I try to avoid that is when it comes to things like gesture, you don't want a bunch of searching lines. You want to be able to put down a line, and then as Broken Draw says it, oh, it's not Broken Draw. I keep saying he said it. But react to the page. And that's why ink is also important, is because even though, I mean, we will always have the luxury of having a medium that can erase, whether you're a digital artist or you're using pencil. Sure, like we can always use mediums that let us erase, right? I feel like having a medium that forces you to commit to your lines breeds creativity and the ability to react to the page, like I said, because no line you'll ever, like, there's no perfection. There's no perfect line. It's a construct. Yeah, he's talking about construct now. It's a construct, right? It's something that you tell yourself that like, oh, this is perfect and this fulfills my goals. But you could have a slightly worse line that isn't perfect that still fulfills those same goals. So with that kind of mentality, if you're able to react to the page and be like, oh, I put this line a bit too big, what does that mean for the rest of the piece? Or, you know, how can I even balance that out? Or you could spin it in the same sense of happy accidents, right? I like the notion of reacting to the page because happy accidents makes it sound like it's wrong, that it was an accident, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's just how it is. Very different than yours because I draw realism. It's a lot of shaping and less solid lines. Interesting. That feels. And yeah, that's just a technique, right? Like this is just a technique. It isn't the actual forms on the page. You could use a ruler for all I care, right? Oof, something's wrong about that. I don't know what, but something is. Trying to fix my posture too, because when I don't do drawbox for a while, I let my posture kind of slip up. And that can harm my performance. Yeah, this is a little bit more foreshortened in the, let's call this the Z direction, the down. It's a bit more foreshortened in the Z direction than I wanted. But we'll survive. And yeah, these other ghosting lines I'm making, I'm just trying to estimate the vanishing point of the box and then project it. And once again, this can and has been done intuitively. Just once again, this is an assignment where I want to be quite accurate. In actual execution, like when I'm doing sketches, I don't estimate that. Like, you'll see me do like a quick hover in that direction just to get a sense. But the box, it's happening. Everything is boxes. Will never not be boxes. Now this axis ended up being a lot more isometric than I intended. A lot more parallel, I guess I should say, and to the 2D page rather than the 3D space that it inhabits. But and I think the back corner of this box, the X-ray corner, that one is a little bit too low. Box, Mr. K. I'm thinking of the other box. The box. Isn't that a song? I'm not going to grab my phone. I was going to grab my phone to Google it. I'm not going to do that. Is it the E-er song or no? Mr. K. If I was ever a teacher, I would not let any students ever call me like, cool. We love my internet going out. Yay, yippee. Reconnection successful. Yay, yippee. We're back. Sorry about that. My bad, Pin. We're also going to switch the music playlist. But yeah, stream internet goes out. My internet sucks for those who are new. Are we back? I think we are. Uh-oh, Mr. K. Shoot, guys, last night, I had the first... So, I talked about this last stream. I have... My internet still... Yeah, okay. I have bad dreams and I have nightmares, right? Bad dreams are just dreams that are like, oh no, I forgot to submit this assignment, or oh no, I got in an argument with a friend in my... Like, something like that. Very trivial. Also, why is my music player broken? Hello. Dude? We're doing this right now? Cool. Oh, Undertale. Nice. So, yeah, bad dreams, and then there's like nightmares where it's like, I'm a ghoul. And last night was the first time in a long time I've had like an actual nightmare. Where it's like, and like, it was ominous as hell. There was a freaking, like, it was a giant kind of house thing, but like some rooms were just like open, like in the air, like open air rooms. And it was laid out like my home. But the rooms were like much bigger. Like some rooms, like I said, like had no ceiling. It was just like open space. And in my parents' room, which was somehow a different like house. Like you had to go outside to go to the room, even though it's like attached to my house. Had this giant freaking obelisk in it. It was horrifying, and there was like monsters and stuff. It was. I'm trying to like find something to relate it to, like a piece of media. Maybe a little bit of Hell's Paradise with the monsters. Maybe. But it was very like doom demonic. That was the kind of vibe it was. I'm not gonna lie, I mess with the doom demonic type beat. That's cool to me. The metal demons. Good. Should we have some box on box interaction here? No, I want to save the boxes for freaking for cylinders. I want to do a lot of box cylinder intersections. Make sure Twitch is up to date. If we do 3 boxes, then we can intersect the boxes a lot. I just hate drawing boxes on top of each other because it's a lot of brain power. But we can do it. I believe in us. And it's just kind of hard to avoid tangent lines. Do you know what a box means, right? Because saying box on box is a crazy statement. I do. And that's the end of that. Just sadly or not sadly, I guess, my headspace isn't there. That's not what I'm thinking about this stream. Can someone enlighten me, please? The bear. No, you're trolling. Is she? I don't know. Yep. This is why you don't get a bad ISP. Wait, what the hell? How is my... Dude. I'm so sorry, everybody. I should say that again. Yeah, stream dead. So I went to contact... Okay, I'm going to have a quick rant. I went to contact my my apartment about our internet continuously going out throughout the day. This is not an isolated thing, right? For just when I'm streaming. And I went to their contact form of like, hey... And like, you have to you don't get the ISP's name. They don't give you that. They just tell you, hey, put in a complaint and we'll see what we can do about it. My previous apartment, every time my internet went out, I would just call the ISP and be like, hey, my internet keeps going out every day. What's going on? And they would fix it. They were really awesome. I really liked them. And it was the same dude. The same dude worked there for 2 years and helped me on like 5 occasions. Which is crazy. The same dude, there was actually like the same tech person. Like she would like the same like lower level worker who would like, resolve the like grandma forgot her password type beat. And then the same like higher level worker who would like actually do the more technical stuff. Everybody, question. This is an important one. I'm a very food motivated person. I love food. What was your favorite, if you had a meal today, what was your favorite meal? And if you haven't had a meal today, what is a meal that you're looking forward to? What's up with my Wi-Fi? Man, I wish I could tell you. I wish. It's university, my leftover Panda. Ooh, please tell me what you had. Dude, I love Panda Express. It's just so hard to like justify it. I do think Panda Express has the highest like dollar to protein ratio and dollar to calorie ratio. Actually, it depends. If you get the double plate or whatever it's called, you get a crazy deal for calorie and protein to dollar ratio. Is it healthy? No, it's a dirty bulk for sure. I have ADHD and right now my hyperfixation is spicy ramen and I don't even know how to pronounce that. Very yummy. What's your favorite spicy ramen brand? Mine is Shin Ramen. I love Shin Ramen so much. Shin Red, and I've been eating Shin Black recently. It's gangster. I love it. What is it? Spicy happiness and noodles. That's such a cop out. That's so fake. Super greens, mushroom chicken. I didn't even know there was a mushroom chicken. And my mom's lo mein, an orange chicken. Heck yeah. Man, I love lo mein. They're chow mein, sorry. I always get them confused. One time I ordered, I was like at a Chinese restaurant and I was adamant on it having lo mein and they were like, no, you probably want the chow mein. I was like, I know what I'm talking about. And then I got it and it was not what I wanted. I just get regular ramen and have a bottle of Bulldog carbonara. Carbonara hot sauce. Bulldog carbonara hot sauce. I didn't even know that was a thing. Very interesting. Yeah, no, I like to do, I get Shin ramen. I cook bacon. I don't undercook it, never undercook bacon, right? But like, I don't cook it as crispy as I usually like it. And then I pour some of the bacon fat into the ramen. And then I do the normal ramen stuff. I add full mushrooms and then diced green onion. Or like chopped green onion, I guess is the more correct term. You don't dice that. So that's the thing, right? Whenever I got lo mein, I'm not sure. Okay, I may be talking about the wrong thing because it was like the noodles weren't. It was hard noodles. What is that called? Not thick with oil. I'm a person who likes like tonkatsu, like very very thick, very heavy ramen. Chow mein is drier. It was dry noodles. Yeah, it was dry noodles and they poured sauce on it. Yeah. I was humbled. I was so humbled. Man, every time I went to go get pho the other weekend, and every time I use chopsticks, I know I'm holding it a correct way, right? But I always second guess myself because my wrist shakes a lot. Or like I can never get my ring finger in the right place. I think it's a case of I have the right technique. I just need to. And it's funny because whenever I have the pho, I then like try to Google in the corner how to hold chopsticks. I know how to. I just second guess myself, but the internet sucks there, and like I have the pho broth on my fingers, because of the chopsticks. They don't have wooden chopsticks. They have like the stupid freaking reusable ones that I know why we use them. They're thick. As long as the food's getting in your mouth, it's fine. Yeah, true. And man, it's hard for me to not get the food in my mouth when it's pho. It's so overpriced, but they do make sure it's a wonderful experience every time. They're super kind, and it does taste really good. But it is like definitely college town, highly priced for no reason type beat. Like I think it's like $13 or $15 for pho and a drink, or maybe not even the drink. I can't remember. I think it was like $18 total. To be fair though, this restaurant, when I've gotten pho ga, right, and I've like they've skipped out on the chicken. This place they don't skip out on the chicken at all. They are very generous. The bowl is huge, but like $15. And then they have a tip screen at the end too. That's way too foreshortened. We need calm the frick down. Sorry for my vulgar language, guys. I know I did turn on the vulgar language content warning on Twitch, but it's very cool looking at how others draw things they prioritize, because I draw a sketch quickly and loosely to create images and make them pop, but the way you draw is so chill because you actually care about every line. Thank you. Yeah, no, and you should see, like, whenever I do the other stream drawings, I'm a bit more loose with it. I'm very much slowed down. What is Bear? Did I do something wrong? Why is Bear woeing? Did I mess up? I think I messed up. Did I like show something on stream? At least I'm not like Germa, who apparently is like naked while dude. Oh, I just said a bad word. Oh. Yeah, my bad. I have a goldfish memory. I could never be like Germa, where like I'm going to stream today while completely naked. Dude, what? Like, respect. Okay, I'm not like shaming. Do your own thing in your own house. Who cares? But like, oh my god, that's. Ugh. I would be nervous all the time. I've had 2 nightmares already about streaming while naked. I don't stream. I'm not naked, but like, that's horrifying, man. As long as there's a camera in my room, hell no. I could do face cam during stream. I literally have a camera set up for my like typical office meetings, school meetings, I guess, whatever. I just don't. Feel draw very hectically, and someone looked at my rough schedule, they'd be so confused. Shading is all I really care about. There you go. You know, as long as food gets in your mouth, as long as a drawing that you had an enjoyable time making gets on the page. This is something I want to talk about today. This professor, remember the philosophy professor story from earlier? He actually he referenced a book that discussed what play is. Play as a form of it's a activity with no goal in mind, in the sense that like you aren't doing it inherently to improve. Yet, weirdly enough, play is because we improve. Like play in humans. I could be wrong with this. I'm no what is it, like anthropologist? I'm no anthropologist, but you know, humans and intelligent animals have play to practice hunting or to do stuff like that, right? He drew a box. He did draw a box. Yeah, man, that would be crazy. He was super receptive too, because I was like, hey, you know, I'm in I do art in the free time, and there's like a big contention with a lot of us with drawing as a form of play, because weirdly enough, whenever you do this, you may even have to reject good conventions because to play. He said that on his own, actually. I was like, yeah, no, it's hard to convince people to like that something that will help them greatly in drawing is just drawing for the sake of play rather than fun. And he was like, yes, especially if that kind of play causes you to have to abandon some conventional means of doing things, like most efficient, right? And I was like, holy crap, that's exactly what Uncomfortable says. Wouldn't it be that we play to feel good? That would be our motive to play. Well, think about it, right? Sometimes you lose basketball games, and that's a play. Like, that's a form of play. Yet, in some way, you still improved, which I'm not going to say is the end goal of play, but, you know, you still improved. You still practiced and experimented, which is the goal of play, right? We experiment. Play is a low stakes, because, you know, if we go back to, like, the formal genesis of play, which is hunting, right? Well, hunting is high stakes, right? Something will die in hunting. But when we play, we're just testing out things. And of course, with our playing partner or play partner, we don't want to actually like hunt them or kill them, right? No. But we want to test things, right? We want to see what will work, what won't. And it makes us joyful. It makes us happy. I would say more so as an environmental response, but and there's so much literature I have to read on this. He recommended a book, and it's apparently like 5 pages of this book that he really wants, or he really recommends, not wants me to read. which I'm interested in, and uncomfortable has a much better thing of this. But like in terms of going towards improvement or experimenting and stuff, it's not always going to be fun. I don't always want to go to the gym, right? But the more I've gone to the gym, the more I've enjoyed it. I've habituated myself and I've found a love for it. A greater love than for when I first started it. And I've done the same for art. I was initially so I'm talking about something right now called the 50% rule. It's a rule of Drawbox where 50% of the time you spend studying, which this is studying, right? Doing lesson content, you have to spend it playing. And I would like to emphasize, if you don't do Drawbox, you're not missing. Like, this is for Drawbox people. Like, you are not a lesser artist in any way if you don't partake in these philosophies or anything like that. That's not what I'm getting at. But I do think it is, important for those who care to ask these kind of questions, right? And Aristotle said, play is which, you'd think Aristotle would be the person to be like, no, don't play. That's a waste of time. But play gives us that mental break. Where we're still, doing something, and it's an activity where we could be improving. But it's a mental break from the strenuous activities that in and of itself makes us better at those activities. Or, like the break itself, having a rest. If we never had rests, there are ways to make it fun or to experiment than, our actual jobs or actual roles, I think he said, I can't remember, would be much harder to bear. So yeah, lots to think about in that regard. And I'm still trying to understand the concept of play. I've felt it, right? I've definitely known when I'm playing and when I'm not, when I'm just trying to, recreate a reference rather than trying to be creative and parsing things on my own and drawing without that expectation. It's tough stuff to consider, though. And it seems like, like I've asked uncomfortable many things, or not many, but some things about 50% and stuff, and I still haven't grasped it fully. Maybe I won't ever, but I feel like, if one person, he's not like the Buddha. It's a comprehensible thing. It's just, he's an artist that's much further down the road than I am. So I have a lot to learn before I get to that point. Hmm. Okay, that feels relatively good, intuition-wise. Is this one in the woods? Yeah, it is. I had a feeling. I love that soundtrack, and I love that game. Good game. No, I'm not talking about that. Dude. There we go. We're back. Sorry about that. I'm not really sure what I'm sorry about. It's my stupid ISP, but I'm still sorry. I'm sorry with you guys that your viewing experience has been hindered by my terrible internet. Yeah. Read the first chapter of Guardians. I keep saying that. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Ugh. And like, I'm not gonna say that like British humor is different. There is definitely, I feel like a humor, a culture that developed in like definitely the 70s, 80s. Of course, I mean, yeah, different. And it's a good humor. I love it. I just forgot, like, it's kind of some of the types of humor you'd see maybe in like Doctor Who. But it's very witty, right? And I had a British professor that I went to his office hours a lot, and he had that exact same kind of humor. And like in this book, I'm seeing that there. Like the exact same kind of jokes he would make. Very good book. I like it. What's my end goal? Do you want to make landscapes, perspective, or just want to draw shapes? I wouldn't say I have like an end goal in art. But I like creature design and I like robots, and so I want to learn things that are going to help me with that. And this can be done. It's not the only way, right? But a way of doing this efficiently, or effectively, I should say, is learning construction. And construction is all about the lie. The lie that we have a 2D piece of paper, yet we want to build things that are 3D. And so we come up with techniques and cognitive frameworks and such to help us build these things. So like we use the box as an approximation for the chest, or like you could do a whole box person, right? Because it's great in the sense that it has three planes. It's the perfect, as Uncomfortable says in lesson 6, is the perfect manifestation of something with in 3 dimensions. And so with this assignment, we're tasked with putting shapes near each other in space that feel like they belong. And, they aren't like too far away. They aren't super long, super short. And this can help us when rotating boxes for construction. So a recent drawing, which I really want to work on more, I just haven't had the time. This was an initial sketch. It was a very gestural kind of like, I'm experimenting for a bigger drawing I want to make, and so this was one of those. I'm not sure if this will show up on stream well. It's like a person ripping their shirt open. Yeah, this is not gonna. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see it. And I approximate everything with boxes and tubes, and I added a lot of gesture to these boxes, so they're a bit bendy and such. You can barely see it. Yeah. But being able to like draw boxes off the dome makes it so I don't have to do the hard work of making something feel like it exists in 3D space. Right? Like I've practiced this so much in other things that I've built my intuition. Right? I have like my theoretical I get my theoretical chops out of like studying, right? So like 1 point perspective, blah blah blah. Like a line goes to a VP, right? We have facts, logical theorems. So like, for example, the degree of an ellipse will increase when it goes further away from the viewing plane, right? Or something, I don't know. That's not even the correct way of saying that, but for example. Cool, right? And so then I need to practice this theory to build my intuition. And that can be through practicing it in assignments like this, or most effectively, trying to apply it in my own drawings, just there. And then once I've built up my intuition enough by doing this tons and tons and tons of times, and experimenting and questioning why these things work the way they do, the hard part's over. I can just be like, hey, I want to draw a cool like werewolf thing. And then, my brain, the hardest decisions will be those of the creative ones. What should the pose be? How should I do the fangs? What kind of werewolf should it be? What makes a werewolf, right? The very Glenn Villepeu, like, well, werewolf is ferocious and strong, and it used to be human. It's typically like a very scary thing. So I can focus on those more aesthetic things and leave the perspective, the construction, the anatomy to my what makes it. What is a werewolf? Who is a werewolf? That was the first thing. It is the most annoying thing. Dude, my internet it knows how to piss me off. That's the best way to put it. My internet knows the best way to make me upset. But no. And so then you could worry about style, right? Style is how style comes second, right? Form is first. So once we have forms that we believe in on the page that are 3D and capture what we want, well, now we can like choose how we want to depict them. So these boxes, I have a style. That style is I represent every edge with a singular line. But another style could be doubling up on the edges of the outer part of the box to emphasize that these are the like outer edges. This is the silhouette. So another style is Tom Fox's soft and hard lines. So how we represent lines that get occluded in 3D space, if we make them thicker or thinner, which also kind of goes to the silhouette idea. Oh god, that's completely off. Well, that sucks. Should have been to the left. It's off, but it was mainly because my poor line work. I should have ghosted a lot more. I'm gonna be real, Bear. I don't know how the Kavel cry is more popular than the Kavel note. I really don't understand how that happened. You are the progenitor of Kavel noted. And artificially inflating the numbers. I feel like, one, you're one of the only people to use Kavel noted, but two, whenever people use Kavel cry, it happens multiple times. Heck yeah. We're here to learn not to cry. Shout out. It's okay to cry. Maybe not that okay when it comes to me messing up hatching on a certain box from last stream. Nice. Some decent overlap there. Okay. Man, I like sometimes I'll tell people like, "Oh yeah, I cried" or something. Like not trying to garner attention, be a pick me, but like it's okay to cry. Like it is a cathartic experience. Of course, there are limits, right? Like if you I don't know, I don't want to be the person to be like, if you cry at everything, that's bad. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but like I have heard from wise people and studies and etc. that it's okay to cry. Don't remove yourself from that. It is completely okay. Let's do a cylinder. Yeah? Yeah. Crying keeps me grounded. Yeah. I'm not sure if I would use the word grounded for me, but yeah, like at the same time, it is a very, like, it keeps me like from, like if I didn't cry, I would just be like spiraling more. I just finished crying. I love crying. The rat, or no, the mouse. Frick. I really like its face. Well, not crying, but just tears. Man, freaking every time I watch Freerun. I love Freerun. I just realized Freerun is like the only anime person I've ever drawn ever. That's interesting. And I did not like that drawing. I did not have fun. Because I was just observationally drawing, and I don't get a huge kick out of that. It was just pure, like I'm not making any of the decisions. You're like, well, Kavel, you observational draw like a lot of things, like lizards and stuff. True, but I meant like I make decisions about the stylistic choices there. Oh shoot, guys, Bernard. Okay, wait, I don't think we have enough people to raid. Yeah. Oh wait, we have 5 people. Bernard Chang is streaming. If you guys don't, or many of you probably don't know, I think last winter, so almost a year ago, maybe it wasn't that long ago, maybe like 9 months ago. He rated us with 20 viewers, which was very kind. It was the highest viewers we've ever had. It was like very earlier into my Twitch streaming era, because we streamed on YouTube before Twitch. Drama, no. Let's make this quite large. Should we make it with a, let's see, let's think about the intersection before we make the form. Yeah, let's do small to large degree. So highly foreshortened. Oh my god. Ellipsis just. I need a sip of water after that, man. Ellipses break me. They're so tough. My water. Oh, frick. Dude, ellipses. We have tools for a reason. I could do straight lines. You telling me to make that curved? Here, we could be everybody stay on stream. This is a big ask, because we may be rating for the first time. Never mind. There's 2 viewers. I checked a couple seconds ago and it said 5. I think it's just because I didn't refresh. There's 2 viewers. That's not enough for a notable raid. Like, here's my philosophy, right? Like, any viewers is good. Go watch Bernard. Just like, I feel like if you're a smaller streamer and you raid not only a bigger streamer, but like a fantastic artist, it's like begging for attention. I think that was... Do you open and close it a bit? I was like, holy crap, why do we have 5 viewers this late into the stream? What the hell? We have 8 viewers. I gotta go text my mom about this. I've said it before and I'll say it again, dude. I will not tell people I stream because the next question they ask is, "Oh, how many followers? How many people show up to stream?" Bernard Chang, BERNARDCHANG. Oh no, it's the Bernard Chang. My apologies. THEBERNARDCHANG. I said that fast. I can put the link in the streaming Discord, the streaming channel in Discord. He's a big, important illustrator. Yeah, I think he had a booth last Comic-Con. I could be wrong. It was a bit lopsided. Frick. Dude, okay, I love this person's music. It's Killer Blood. That's the artist of this music. It's great music. I've commented on this before though. It always like just takes me back a little bit because their profile picture, and I looked at their account. It's like a very buff, like deer furry dude, which I don't care. But like it always just like kind of takes me aback a little bit because I don't expect it. When I look, like the thumbnail for the album cover for this art is like this very calm, like forest mountain, misty forest mountain. And I look underneath it and it's just like this buff furry dude and like my bad. It's very well drawn, I gotta say. It looks great. Furries be making music. Kavel, don't you like Turan Fiddler? Aren't you a furry? I don't know. Do you have to get like a pat? Do you have to register? If so, I'm not doing it. Do they like card you? Do they ask for your furry card at cons? Oh yeah, wait, they do have those like lanyards. I have seen pictures of that. Like the Channel 5 interview at the furry convention. They have like the little passes. Okay, I'm not too happy with this cylinder. In fact, I really don't like it. That degree shift is way too big. But we're gonna call it here, everybody. 3 forms. I don't think that's too shabby, especially 2 of them were boxes. Quite complex. But yeah, so we're gonna call it here. Very good stream, very productive, good stuff. It is. I think we're good on time. Yeah. Sorry for the internet going out like several times. Once again, that makes me upset. Maybe more than even you guys. I do apologize though. I will try to get it fixed. We will see. Anyways, yeah, so once again, thank you all for joining me tonight. We'll be streaming, let's see, today's Tuesday, so we'll be streaming Wednesday. We probably will be taking Thursday off. We'll be returning Friday for some 50% Friday. I want to work on that Gravel Werewolf sketch. I may do the gestural stuff. We'll see. I am in the midst of Hell Week, right? The hardest weeks of university so far, so we'll see how I'm feeling. We may just do a classical like lizard study and be happy with that. But yeah, once again, thank you all for joining, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.